Hi there, welcome to my first video and my first devlog for my new game, which doesn't have a name yet. This game is going to be a sort of survival game, heavily inspired by Kingdom, New Lands and Terraria. And the main premise is that you are a little monkey man and you need to survive from attacks from humans. Well, as close to that idea as possible. I'm assuming that over the course of development it is subject to change, but we will see. Oh yeah. I'll be using Unity to make this and C# to code in, which I'm relatively new to, so bear with me if I make some stupid mistakes. So the first thing I set to work doing was creating terrain. I followed the tutorial by JS Studio Games and then set about just creating a simple character to traverse on this terrain, and this character had extremely simple movement, as in so simple that it could literally just fly, which obviously is not important or needed in the game. And I also gave the terrain just a bit of bounce. Don't know why, I just like doing that with terrain. It makes it feel just nice and physicky. And as soon as I finished this, I thought, no. This was mainly because at this point I still wanted something quite flat, like Kingdom New Lands, and this style was way too hilly for me. Like, just look at that, just hardly any flat land. So I decided to try my own way, and that went perfectly. Well, not really. Looking back at this, I have no clue what I was trying, but I know it didn't work. I think my mindset was that using the tiles equals good and different objects for each block equals bad. So that's the reason why I used the tile system. Anyway, that looked trash, so I said bye bye tiles. So the next day was me just trying to figure out a way to make the terrain function how I wanted it to, and well, that really didn't happen the next day, to be honest, which was annoying because that meant the whole day was just a waste of time, which could have been spent on doing other things. But this isn't a game jam, so time isn't really a big issue right now. But yeah, I decided here, unlike the previous day where I said I wanted flat land, I didn't want too flat land, so back to the drawing board for the terrain, I guess. So the next day I spent, surprise surprise, again on terrain, trying to tweak it so it was working how I wanted it to work. And I did what any great programmer would do when looking toward making terrain. I decided to look at perlin noise and see how to make that fit into the game, and I watched a tutorial on it and implemented it into the game. But the way the tutorial explained how to do it was using this thing called linear interpolation, which, as you can see, this very nice looking article says it is bad, as it is not smooth curves, it is just kind of cut off, just straight like angles. And as I said, I kind of want some smoothness to it, like Terraria has. I presume they do what I did, or something like it, which is cosine interpolation. So yeah, I implemented that into the game that day, and then also I fixed the thing to place grass on top of the dirt, and that's how that day was spent. So after that, I just made a more efficient way of placing grass on top of the dirt. I used raycasts and rays to place dirt on the grass, which is basically just shooting, say like, just shooting rays onto an object, and if it collides with the object, and if the object is grass, dirt, it'll place grass on top. And so that was that, and then I decided to add different, say, like a mountain biome when the ground is above a certain point, a certain waypoint, and I added just a bit of what I like to call drip of stone down into the dirt to make it look more natural, like it's not just an actual cut off. It's a straight cut off, it's more fluid and more natural looking. And yeah, so that was the next couple of days just implementing that. And yeah, and the last thing I added in the first week was just a way to destroy ground around you, and also I just mocked up this little tree sprite. I don't think any of these sprites are gonna be in the final version, because I can definitely polish them up. This is just kind of a visual thing just for now through the process of making it. So I made this tree sprite, and you can climb it when you're in a certain area, and that's just the basics of the tree climbing mechanic, which I want to be a big part of the game, because obviously it's about primates and they can climb. And so yeah, I added the mining system, so you just hit a block and it breaks. And next week I want to look into scriptable objects to try and make an inventory system, because I heard scriptable objects is the best way going about that, and also making a way to load in and out chunks so the game doesn't just die when that happens. So yeah, week 1 I think went pretty successful for this game. I don't know how often I'm going to post these devlog videos because I've got exams coming up soon, so expect the next one sometime soon. I think, possibly, I'm not too sure, but I'll be streaming on Twitch as well. Link in description for that. It's just the same as my YouTube name. And yeah, thank you for watching the first episode of my devlog. If you did like it, be sure to like, subscribe if you're new, and see you in the next devlog. Thank you.